Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming back to the channel. That channel is Deb Chanel's 48's World, where we get down and do reviews. We have family affair times. We have nothing but talk time over here. We're going to be breaking out a new video, a must-see video on the housewives, that is. The last taping, the wrapping up, the creme de la creme, everything's a wrap, and they're getting ready to show us what they did for season 12. Well, we get this salacious story from Celebrity Insider, and the author of this particular article was Ricky Mathers. Go check her out at Celebrity Insider, where I get most of my entertainment news from. But so we won't tarry too long. We're going to get into this article. It's titled Real Housewives of Atlanta Filming Wraps. Nene leaks on the outs with Kenya Moore and Cynthia Bailey while reunited with Candy Burris and Portia Williams. Okay, so what Nene's saying? She got two on her side. Like, I got five on it. And she getting her double mint twins to come be on her side. Well, the last time I checked, Candy Burris was rooting for Kenya Moore to come back to the show. So we're going to have to throw her over there. And Portia Williams, yeah, she had her bad times with Kenya Moore, but hell, they don't start having babysitting and baby dates and play dates with the lovely Kenya Moore. So I don't think you can really count Portia to be on your side either. She may be neutral, but if push came to shove, she jumping on Kenya Moore's side. So technically, only people you got on your side would be Marlo Hampton, and she's not even a peach holder. She's a friend of the show. So I don't know, Nene. I think you're going to be standing alone again, but you like those odds. You like being the underdog. But enough of that, miss. Let's get on into the article itself. Okay? It says the Real Housewives of Atlanta is wrapping up its 12th season after a few trips, fights, and makeups. This installment is set to be its biggest one in quite some time. With the return of Kenya Moore, Bravo execs are set on giving viewers what they want. However, as welcoming as some cast members were, Kenya was ousted by others. I wonder who those others are. Because if we think about it, who could she possibly be fighting with? We have Eva Marcel, but she's not giving us too much for as drama as she was pregnant at this time when they were doing the filming. So she could only really sit back and watch half the time and make little digs here and there, okay? Because we don't want to fight with no pregnant woman when the baby's on board, all right? But anyway, going back, it says since the season began filming, Nene Leakes has made it abundantly clear that she did not want more anywhere near her. Of course, because that's her arch nemesis. That is her mini-me in training. And she's looking at her as someone who wants to take the throne before she's done with it. Okay, I got it. It's good. Wasn't in this article, but it could have been, but it wouldn't. So we're going to get back to the article. Okay, it said the two had gotten into multiple verbal altercations, and some sources say that one turned physical. Okay. Unfortunately, Kenya and Nene's relationship is still on bad terms, according to Radar Online. Nene thinks Kenya is lying about her relationship with Mark Daly. Hey, that's no surprise, but yet we're going back to the article. They are not talking, and they're probably going to have a huge fight at the reunion. The words on the street, or how they say the word on the street, is that Cynthia Bailey has been backing her bestie Kenya Moore, which has made the Glee alum angry and feeling abandoned by Cynthia for the second time in a row. Okay, and probably a third time, fourth time, fifth time, if her fiance, soon to be husband, might heal has anything to do with it. That's my pun intended, not in this article. Okay, but going over to Nene's Instagram feed, and I'm sure she'll have some news for you to follow that you probably can use. All right. Anyway, coming back to the article, it says, meanwhile, Nene's friendship with Portia Williams is back on track after the incident in which Leaks was said to get physical with Williams while she was pregnant. Y'all remember that she said somebody snatched her belt from her or from around her. She couldn't really feel or see who did it, but she has some ideas of who might have done it. Okay, and maybe it was some backhanded stuff. But with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, they have rules and regulations, okay? Now, it wouldn't have been nice if she pushed Portia down or made Portia fall, because I'm sure legality situations would have been taking place regardless of what they may have signed upon renewing their contracts. But it is certain things you cannot do that's undisputed. You can't present no lawsuits. Nothing ain't gonna be handled in no court of law. Okay, that's what you signed for. So if hands had to get placed on, I'm sure it would have been somebody there to pick you up and hold you down, similar to what they did when Portia and Kenya got into it. Because you know Kenya all about that dollar. She'll get you, run you dry in your bank account and everything else. But see, she really couldn't do anything about it because they had this contractual agreement. You don't get me or you don't believe me? Go to my archives and look up. I think her name is she's a housewife too. Her and her husband, the New Jersey chick. I think her name Geis or Goose. Goodish. She's an Italian woman, I think. I don't know, but y'all know who I'm talking about. She play who Goodas? What her first name? Teresa Goodas. Y'all remember her husband is being somewhat deported out the country for some affiliation he did of some illegal infringement. Okay, but y'all go check that out and it'll give you the whole list of why and how, when, and what you could do if you're becoming a housewife alumni. Okay? All right, well, moving on from there, it said, although the actress denies that she ever put hands on Portia, the two found common ground and are on good terms. I bet they are. They want to stay a part of the Bravo family franchise. They better kiss and make up. Kiss and make up. That's the deal. Believe it, Bill. Okay. Then the insider went on to reveal Nene and Portia had made up. They had a come to Jesus talk, and they are in a much better place. Don't lose the Lord name in vain. They don't need to use the Lord name in vain because he ain't in this chaos. He's all about a peace breaking ceremonies, okay? Harmonious peace, not foolishness and fuckery. No. Okay, but going back to the article, it said Nene really doesn't have a problem with Portia anymore. She has made up with her after the closet incident. Okay, I guess you want to call it closet gate hashtag. That's my pun intended, not included in this article. Getting back to the article, it said another mended bridge was between Canterbury and Leaks, who disagreed last season about the decision to have Kenya at Cynthia's launch party. The ladies spoke earlier on and put their issues to rest. Yes, that's the time where she felt, me and Nene, that Candy had conspired with Cynthia along with Kenya to crash Cynthia's Seagram's coming out party where she had this new beverage that was being made and submitted to Seagram's what do you call it, catalog of cooler drinks or beer like tasting drinks. Um, the peach Bellini was awful. It was horrible. I couldn't stand it. But maybe somebody else liked it and it was pleasing to their palate. But it was too salty for me. So, those who like it, cool. I'm one of the ones that didn't like it. All right. It just wasn't, it was just, it should have been more sweeter than what it was tasting like. Okay. But moving on from there, they just Nene felt all of them was conspired against her, and that she should have had a personal invitation to the guest list so she could say, "Oh, I'm gonna come," or "Oh, I'm not gonna come." But with Kenya showing up, twirling, and showing out, Tornado made a blast up in there. She'll recognize everybody on the floor besides Nene. She paid her dust like she was a ghost and she couldn't be seen. Okay. Anyway, moving from there, it says Eva Marcel is also a peach holder, and it said that she brought a significant amount of drama to the show as well, all while pregnant. Okay, they probably didn't want to get into her ass that bad because she was pregnant and she was big as a balloon. Beautiful. Done had two major or two children prior to the one she just gave birth to. I think his name was Maverick. Cute little something, but yeah, I don't think they wanted to get up into a pregnant woman's behind too much. They didn't want to like give her false labor pains. Braxton Hicks, what is it? Braxton Hicks. Contractions are enough. If you never had them as a pregnant female, you were blessed. Okay, they're 10 times as worse, the real contractions. So if you couldn't handle Braxton Hicks contractions. Honey, tell them to put you on come and induce you until you have the baby, then bring you back. All right. But anyway, it's asking at the finale, what do you think about the spoilers for the upcoming season? The ending of Mrs. Berger's article they read on the filming taping or the ending taping of season 12. Well, I don't know. I told y'all what I feel. It's gonna be a hot mess. It's gonna be very good entertainment for far as maybe the 4 episodes that they break out season 12. Then it's gonna go in a lax period, and it's gonna pick back up towards excuse me, the end of the season on into the reunion. But y'all get down in them comments. Y'all tell me what y'all think about the odds being split because Kenya did this little rant maybe a couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago, saying that everybody's pretty much on her side. She said Cynthia's definitely on her side, and the what do you call it? The paparazzi of the TMZ for Atlanta, they asked her, some more questions, and they was talking about Eva Marcel. She said, "I'm not Eva on my side." I was like, "I don't know, Kenya. I don't know if she on your side. Okay, she's too fresh in the wound. Okay, she's just been just had given birth, so her ideal thoughts could have been a little bit misplaced. What you construed as her being on your team could have just been her having some lax time and she couldn't get it together on who team she wanted to be on. She just wanted to make havoc on each side. She wasn't playing neither one of y'all. She wasn't paying none of y'all. No, she wasn't paying y'all dust, pretty much. She was giving y'all dust because she was pregnant. Y'all probably thought she was just all willy nilly because of, almost postpartum or post pregnancy, coming on for her. So I don't know. She's an iffy situation because, like I said, she was pregnant, getting ready to drop the baby. In her mind, everything probably was just like an explosion up there. She didn't give a shit as long as she gave enough to secure her spot for season 13. Okay, so she had to finish season 12. But personally, I think she's gonna be going from Atlanta if she gets her contract not how she wants it, and they put it somewhere else. She'll be making more money hanging out with Ricky Smiley show out in Dallas or Houston or wherever it's going. Okay, taking over Tom Joyner's Fly Drop or morning show. So yeah, but time will tell with that. I'm thinking she's gonna be leaving. I could be wrong, then I could be right. We never know until that time comes for 2020. We'll see who will be out there with Ricky Smiley come January 2nd. I do believe is when his debut starts on his new morning show. Okay, but that's all I had. Get down in them comments. Y'all tell me what y'all thought about it. Put y'all feedback down. Get in them comments. Interact with one another. And I'm just be flying over y'all, seeing what I want to see. But I'm gonna give every last one of y'all a little heart, a heart to heart. Yes, I am. But okay, I'll see y'all next video. Oh, but let me tell you, continue to subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Let's get me to that 10,000 mark. Okay, we can do it. We don't come this far together. We can take it on home. Okay, remember, I need to make it before June 2020. All right. Okay, good night.